Welcome back to Wikilert.
Today, the corridors of Tamil Nadu's administration feel a little quieter, a little more somber, with the passing of Beela Venkatesan, the IAS officer whose calm competence and unwavering dedication turned her into a beacon of hope during the state's darkest hours. The heartbreaking news broke this morning, September 24, 2025, that Bila lost her long and valiant battle with a brain tumor at the age of 56, surrounded by her family in Chennai. As tributes pour in from Chief Minister Stalin, who called her a great loss and praised her commitment across departments, to colleagues who remember her daily press briefings as lifelines amid chaos, it's clear Bila wasn't just a bureaucrat. She was a healer, a leader, and a woman who bridged medicine and governance with quiet strength. Her legacy, etched in the lives she touched during the COVID-19 crisis and beyond, will echo in every policy that puts people first. Let's take a gentle moment to honor her remarkable journey, the battles she fought on and off the field, and the profound impact of a life dedicated to service. Bila's story began on November 15, 1969, in the coastal warmth of Thoothukudi district, Tamil Nadu, where she was born into a family that wove public service into its very fabric. Her mother, Rani Venkatesan, a senior Congress leader and former MLA, and her father, S.N. Venkatesan, a retired Director General of Police. Growing up in Chennai's Kodavakkam neighborhood, she was the bright spark who balanced books with a deep empathy for others, earning her MEBS from the prestigious Madras Medical College and stepping into the world as a doctor ready to mend. But her calling stretched further. In 1997, she cleared the grueling UPSC Civil Services exam, joining the ISS, part of that year's batch, and initially serving in Bihar and Jharkhand before a transfer home to Tamil Nadu. Picture her then, a young doctor administrator navigating postings in fisheries, town and country planning, and Indian medicine and homeopathy. Her days a blend of stethoscope diagnostics and policy blueprints, always with that steady gaze that said, "We'll get through this." It was a path shaped by her roots, service not as a job, but as a quiet vow to lift those around her. What truly etched Bila into the hearts of millions, though, was her role as health secretary during the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, a time when fear gripped Tamil Nadu and the world beyond. Stepping into the spotlight with daily press briefings from the Secretariat, she became a familiar, reassuring face, her clear explanations of case numbers, vaccination drives, and containment zones cutting through the fog like a lighthouse. I can still see her there, microphone in hand, fielding questions with unflinching honesty, her voice a steady anchor amid ventilator shortages and lockdown woes. She oversaw the state's massive testing ramp-up, coordinated oxygen supplies that saved countless lives, and championed mental health support for frontline workers, turning crisis into coordinated care. It wasn't glamour, it was grit, long nights in war rooms, decisions that weighed on her shoulders, all handled with a professionalism that earned her widespread praise. Even after the waves receded, her influence lingered. Promotions to Principal Secretary of Health, then Commercial Taxes and Registration, and most recently, Secretary of the Energy Department, where she tackled renewable initiatives with the same meticulous care. Awards like the Prime Minister's Award for Excellence in Public Administration in 2021 were nods to a career of quiet revolutions. But for Bila, it was always about the people, the families she helped navigate the unknown. Family was Bila's quiet North Star, the steady rhythm beneath her whirlwind of responsibilities. Married early to IPS officer Rajesh Das in 1992, she was known as Bila Rajesh during those years, but life took turns. The couple separated amid controversies involving her husband, leading to a divorce and her reclaiming her maiden name, Venkatesan, a powerful step that mirrored her resilience. Though details of her personal life stayed close to her chest, those who knew her spoke of a woman who poured the same compassion into her home as her office, cherishing time with her mother, drawing strength from her father's legacy and finding solace in the simple joys of Chennai's beaches or family meals spiced with stories from her postings. Off-duty. She was the daughter visiting Nagercoil to reconnect with her mother's political roots. The sister sharing laughs over filter coffee, always with that warm smile that said she'd face storms and come out shining. Her family wasn't in the headlines, it was her foundation, the reason she fought so fiercely, even as the brain tumor diagnosis in recent years brought new shadows, she met with the same grace. Financially, Bila embodied the modesty of a true public servant, her net worth a reflection of a life dedicated to duty rather than dollars, likely in the modest range of a senior IAS officer's salary, supplemented by pensions and perhaps quiet savings for family travels or charitable causes close to her heart. She wasn't one for ostentation. Any resources went back into the work, advocating for better healthcare infrastructure, or supporting women's initiatives in her departments. It was wealth measured in impact. The lives steadied during a pandemic, the policies that powered cleaner energy, the young doctors she mentored who now carry her torch. There are so many little stories that capture Bila's essence, the ones that make her absence feel like a briefing room gone still. Colleagues recall her pandemic pressers, where she'd pause mid-sentence to clarify a confusing stat, turning jargon into clarity for anxious viewers tuning in from their kitchens. Or how, post-divorce, she'd quip in interviews about reclaiming her name as a fresh start, her humor a shield and a spark. Even in her final role at Energy, she championed solar projects with the same fervor she brought to ventilators, always ending meetings with a quiet, "Let's make it work for them." Tributes today echo that Stalin's message of shock and sympathy. The IS Association's flag at half-mast, and fans on social media sharing clips of her briefings. One viral post reading, "She saved us with words when we needed them most." As we say goodbye to Beela Venkatesan, it's her own words from a 2021 interview that linger. Public service is about holding space for others in their hardest moments. And, oh, she did through crises and calm, with a doctor's heart and an administrator's resolve. Tamil Nadu has lost a daughter who served it selflessly, but her light will guide the next wave of healers and leaders. To her mother Rani, her family, her colleagues in the Secretariat, and the countless lives she steadied, our deepest condolences. May her peace be as profound as her purpose. If Bila's story of quiet strength and selfless service has touched you or reminded you to cherish the anchors in your own storms, please give this video a like and subscribe. For more tales of lives that lit the way, it keeps their echoes alive. Thanks for being here. Hold those you hold dear a little closer today.